She looked up to lightning in her eyes. Yeah, I felt the spark. Now I'm falling way too hard. I wonder if she sees me now, or if she feels this fire inside. Every heartbeat screaming loud. I can't keep it in, I can't hide. 'Cause I've been struck by lightning, lightning, and it's frightening, frightening. Never gonna be the same again. You're my spark, my thrill. You're my high, my chill. You mean everything, everything to me. Yeah, she laughs and my heart explodes. Her voice is fire, yeah, she don't even know. I could be the guy who lights up the sky. Guess I gotta roll the dice. If only she could hear me now, feel the rush like I do inside. No more waiting, no more doubt. I just gotta make her. 'Cause I've been struck by lightning, lightning, and it's frightening, frightening. Never gonna be the same again. You're my spark, my thrill. You're my high, my chill. You mean everything, everything to me. And if you turn to me, I swear I'll never let you go. No more silence, no more waiting. I just need to let you know. 'Cause I've been struck by lightning, lightning, and it's frightening, frightening. Never gonna be the same again. You're my spark, my thrill. You're my high, my chill. You mean everything, everything to me. You mean everything, everything to me.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, or welcome to another fun edition of GNF Televisable. I hope you guys had a good week. It's been quite interesting this go around. It's always been usual. Every week is always something new or something exciting, and I never know exactly what the world is going to present us. But I do know one thing. I do have the invites being sent behind the scenes if I can ever find everything to go right. But yeah, it's been, it's been a shit show, a lot of chaos, a lot of more interesting rumors and innuendos and all the other things that come with drama. But as usual, we have another episode of the Titty Twister. Yes, this is part 6. Yes, yes. More and more as the year goes along, more and more Titty Twister like things go along. Uh, It is what it is, what it is. But how's everybody doing out there in Chatsville? Are we doing all good? And as usual, I have the man that makes the AI sing, Sparky from Sparky's Tech Corner. Hello, Sparky. Hello, Sparkles.
What's up?
Definitely not stealing cats.
Not selling cats. Huh?
Yes.
I heard Nick may have returned and bumblefucked it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Speaking of returning, we have a dragon. Hello, Dragoneth. How you doing? Long time no hears.
Wow,
Yeah.
we actually got a crew. Last week it was just what, you and me?
Yes, it was just us. It was you and me. It was just the two of us.
Last week I was dead to the world.
You know what? It's fine. I mean,
You
you
know,
have a
you're
Tumblr out
always
there.
dead to the
I mean,
world.
there's a thing. Yes. You do realize you're on a mug, right?
What?
You, Dragon, you're on a mug.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
But you're not getting mugged. You're just on a mug.
He probably was being mugged by the sleep goblins.
Or he's being mugged by a mug that he was on.
Mm.
A mug.
Look, yeah. I may not have spent like enough time trying to not want to be The Walking Dead,
It's fine. Were you playing a lot of that game that everybody seems to be
Wild.
wild over
I may or may not been.
murdering monsters and doing mayhem?
Look, I may have caused myself to have a little bit of the lack of sleep due to someone's
Mm.
meticulous desire to want to
Get all the shit.
murder every monster within a 5-foot radius.
It is what it is. Like I said, for me, it's not my fave game. It's a game, but some people like it. Monster Hunter Wild, and
Look, I enjoy it.
yeah, good. It's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like the ending scenes.
Mm.
You get them tails, you cook it up, you take a stab at it, you gotta take a bite to enjoy it, and then you realize you set up a camping station in the middle of a battlefield and get knocked the fuck out by a dragon.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but that's an everyday thing for me.
Yeah, that seems normal.
Also, there is something we can go over on a post that I made a couple days ago if we
A
want to. When we get to that
post?
point.
You know,
When we get to that point, not right this minute, but
No,
you know.
let me
Look.
just kind of have that prepared, just to be on the safe
you know what's beautiful about Monster Hunter World Wilds right now?
side.
We can hunt you.
You could, yes, you could. There is a blind version of me in the game.
Well, there you go.
But no, apparently, so there are people mad about mods.
Already.
Oh no, yeah, no. There's the people who are.
Is it
stupid.
the Trump mod and the big swinging chick with dick mod?
No, actually.
Oh,
It-
do tell.
So one mod people are mad about is one that shows the monster's HP.
Really?
Yes. I don't know. Some people are mad because it takes away not all the monsters have the same HP.
Well, no shit. But let's be real. Not everybody's in it for the full grind. Some people,
Yeah.
just like in Rust, they only have a certain amount of time to do what they need to do, and they go back to the real world.
Well, that's the one mod.
All right. So, two questions.
Yeah.
Are they bitching about this in multiplayer mode, or are they bitching about this as an individual playing the game
Yes.
on their own computer?
That'd be single, I would assume. You said yes to?
Both, actually. I'm saying yes to both.
Okay, so here's the thing. It doesn't matter. Whenever somebody buys a game, they can do whatever the fuck they want with it. If they want to play the game, they can play the game. If they want to destroy the game, they can destroy the game, even though that's the most important thing anyone can do.
I have a follow-up question.
But let me get finished with this.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
But
really?
in the
really, Hauser? Really?
Yeah. But in the story, it goes like this. If somebody wants to mod the game to have an HP bar in it, and it's not doing anything to disrupt a multiplayer setting, who fucking cares?
My question is: did the game developer say no dice to this mod?
No, they didn't say shit about it.
Then who the fuck cares?
Look, some people. It's a dumb little thing that they're.
It sounds like gamers who need a lobotomy.
It's just gamers who need to bitch about something because
sounds
they
like
haven't.
gamers that
Here's the deal: like it or not, those who are on the PlayStation side haven't been well fed.
No.
Those who are on the Xbox side of things are kind of slightly being fed with recent games and that. And everybody who's on the PC side of it is just having fun being complete, contrarians and bullshit artists and whatever it is. But honestly, I feel like this is
well,
people
it's
who
one
are
of the
fucking
it's
bored.
one of the things that they're mad about. The other thing they're mad about is that there are the political fuckers who are mad because there are some mods that make the game not so political.
Okay.
There are mods that make people that remove clothing off of characters, and they're not happy about that.
Okay.
Again, does this affect multiplayer settings?
No, but they get mad because booba.
But
So
who
are we back to the?
cares?
Hold up.
You don't have to watch it.
Give me what? So are we back to the Puritan level of gaming?
I think it's the people who are mad because some people like to see boobs.
Yeah, I feel like we're back to the Puritan level of gaming. We remember, Sparky, we had this kind of weird conversation back a couple of weeks or so ago, dealing with a certain couple of grifter, one being Melody Mac, and the other one being a certain certain guy that likes to be in monochrome and wearing fucking sunglasses all day. Razor cock, as I like to call him. Yeah, they're on this whole grifting thing that they're found Christians and
I'm
they're
sorry,
trying to
what?
go against. Yeah, they're found Christians and
The fuck's
they're
a
trying
found Christian?
because Melanie Mac went from being a completely OnlyFans thought to now being Christian.
Who is that?
Melanie Mac, she's a 40-year-old
So-
wishes that she was something better than anything. Know nothing on the internet. She's mostly found on Twitch. She thinks she was part of a dev team at one time, way back when. Basically, she got coffee. Let's be real, and so she's kind of milked that for all it's worth. She has a thing for Tomb Raider. She thinks that she looks like Lorna Croft, even though she really doesn't.
Yeah, the polygon version of Lara Croft is
Yes.
much more harder and sexier than Melody Mac could ever be.
Give me moments while I try
You're
to.
hurting my
pull
brain,
her up.
Sparky.
But anyways, we were talking about Monster Hunter 2, and somebody posted in the chat somewhere this video, and I feel like they're watching, and I think
What-
it's
what
something
video?
to
What
pull
is
up
this
and
video?
watch. It's like 20 seconds. We'll play up on stream.
Yeah, you know what? We'll play the whole thing. Give me a moment. I was doing a Melody Mac hunt, and you
Huh?
presented me with something. You know what? I just fucked up. Of course I fucked up. Did I get the right one? I got the right one. I'm good. Okay.
You fucked up and got the right one.
I know. I mean, I'm better than Manica. It's all I can say. Here we go. Going.
Time out. Reset it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going.
Hey, Nigel. Will you look at that?
What?
Sun's barely up and already Gerald's had more than he can handle.
Yeah, reckon somebody ought to help the poor guy.
Right.
Oh, well, don't everybody fly off at once.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes a lot
Goddamn.
of sense. Let me get rid of this. Stop screaming. Anyways.
Look, look. I like the game so far. It is, unfortunately, I would definitely use a. It is not as hard as World or Rise.
I said that earlier to Wesley because he was asking, "Hey, should I get the game or not?" I'm like going, "Dude, if you're into Monster Hunter, then get the game." But from what I've been hearing, it's pretty much meant for novice people who have like noobs to the game.
Yeah.
So I
I
mean,
mean, like there are mechanics that are not in it that I like that were in World and Rise, but
of course. Oh,
at the same time, it's
Dragon. Here's Melanie Mac.
okay.
She says she looks like she goes off of the whole Lorna Croft thing.
Please tell me people didn't actually spend money to see her naked.
People spent money to see a lot of things.
God damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
And a certain
If
racist
I remember
factor
right-
is shielding her from the bad people that calling her out on a grift, which is
Let's just call it what it is. Melody Mac is a fucking internet whore
oh yeah.
that got BTFO'd because they wasn't making a lot of money.
BTFO.
Yeah, because they wasn't getting a lot of money showing off their skank ass body, and went on the purity route to go, oh my god, all this stuff's bad, because if she couldn't make money from it, no one else could. Because she just sucks.
Yeah, so she
Let's call it what it is.
right.
Let's just call it what it is, okay?
She a hoe who decided she couldn't make enough money to be a hoe.
She's a
Well-
hoe that should have stayed in the garden to hoe and not hoe around.
the problem is she hoed up to a certain point in time, and then she got old and realized that she can't hoe out anymore. She's in her 40s, and
I'm gonna be honest. There was a picture. Was that a current picture of her, or was that
that
like
is current, baby boy.
Okay.
That is current.
not gonna call her 40? Didn't think she looked 40, but she ain't got nothing.
She
I was
got a
gonna
makeup
say,
on. She's got lots of makeup to
that
make
right
sure
there,
that
she looks like a blow up doll right there.
yeah.
Look, I was gonna say I
A
wasn't gonna be
cheap,
that mean.
poorly made blow up doll.
Damn, Sparky, you just vicious right there.
hmm
But at the same time, look, Sparky,
I'm
it's
sorry.
more.
I only had the ability to speak the truth, and the truth is harsh sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Sparky's been learning a lot of stuff from me. There's been some
Oh, yeah,
there has been a very interesting arc that you've
Oh,
missed.
Jesus
Sparky has
Christ.
found the true nature of the bad guy.
yeah.
Oh,
Somebody did a alignment of me on Twitter, and I sent it to in the back office. But
I
hey,
know,
bring that bad thing up. Let's just
okay.
I'll let you
So,
critique it,
Sparky,
Rogue.
Are you guys telling me that someone made a meme of Sparky?
kinda.
Uh,
Let me pull this shit and shenanigans from the back
So
office.
this person is one of the followers I have.
He's got a lot
And
of
they were
individuals.
they were big. If I remember right, they made the Twitter page for I think they made a Twitter page and helped with the Steam
Mhm.
page for keeping track of Sweet Baby Inc.
Yeah, they're very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah. So apparently, based on this user's tweet, that being Sparky, it's clear that Sparky's tech exhibits a strong argumentative and combative nature, often dismissing others, opinion aggressively, particularly towards those not from the U.S., showing a sense of superiority about their national perspectives. This
Mhm.
suggests a chaotic alignment as
What I'm
they
hearing
frequently
here.
I know, right? As they frequently reject external authorities and norms, calling out others for their perceived ignorance. Uh,
You know what? Look, all I can say right now is I'm not hearing anything that was not a lie.
no, right?
No.
This is the beautiful thing about being the bad guy. You can be as honest as you fucking want, and everybody says you're just evil, and I'm okay with that. Their use of the what was it?
Derogatory.
Derogatory. Yeah, I thought that was what my
Yeah,
brain kind of turned off.
all right. Let me do it. The use of
Derogatory language and encouragement of divisive commentary inducts a leaning towards evil, as they appear to revel in conflict. I love that portion.
God.
He does like to revel in conflict. Have you been watching his tweets? He's been doing
Look, there's something about Sparky I have always known.
yeah.
I don't pay attention to what he does.
You don't need, nor do I, but every now and then he does bring out some interesting, tweets every
He
so.
does. But we got to be honest with ourselves right about now.
Do I care? No, but it's still
Yeah.
fun. I'm a popcorn
Let's finish.
enthusiast. But no, I enjoy what he's been doing. Yes, I think the scoring is pretty much spot on. Chaotic evil scoring on an 80, kind of on the chaotic side, and a 70 side of the evil. He needs more in the evil before he's truly mastered the art of being, but he has improved. So hanging out with this particular demon and talking with you every now and then,
Well,
he's kind of
Look,
we can-
associating with me will corrode your brain.
But we showcase the first one I put up because this is some of the stuff I've been putting out.
Oh, give me moments. Give me moments. There's been a lot of. I would have to go to your actual Twitter.
Well, no, it's right down in the private chat. The first one.
What? You do realize that I have a lot of shit. The first one for me is what I just posted. Because you talking about my private chats?
Private chat in the restream.
Oh, sorry, didn't see it. I didn't see it pop up. A pen saying yo. Apparently, I have to pay
Yo.
attention because
here.
Pen's here.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
What's up?
I'm busy trying to.
I
find
see.
Sparky.
I see you discovered a certain
Oh,
bent
that one. I had that ready.
you discovered a certain bent that I've been feuding with, and a couple other VTubers been feuding with for like a couple months now.
I forgot I had
Enjoy.
that. I had that on the ready. My bad, Sparky. I had that ready to go. down to,
Look, I'm just look. I didn't hear anything surprisingly mentioned about Sparky, so what was really important to that?
So here is Sparkles playing around with I perceive a certain individual, but
He's playing with people. Great. He's
Yes.
learned to actually play with others.
Oh, well, I have introduced
read
him
the
to the full aspect of a certain AI known as Mr. Mediker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But regardless of the factor, people are fucking dumb. Laugh my ass off.
No shit.
One, SpaceX and Musk, should be a capital M, doesn't really matter, are not Nazis, not even close. Look, I want the idea of space Nazis. I love that idea.
Look.
We already had that. Well, continue reading. Continue reading.
I will, but I know, right? The only reason we got to the moon was with the help of Weinhardt, Maximilian, yep, von Braun, who was a Nazi, by the way, who was the NASA engineer, programming manager, chief architect of the Apollo Saturn V rocket, who was a Nazi. Who was borrowed
Continue.
from. But anyway,
quit fucking beating to the point. It's in there. Keep reading.
I see it right there. Remember the Nazi party? I see it. He was a Nazi. But you bring it out. I like this. On the 20th century of June 1944, following the war, he was secretly Project Paperclip. Amongst all the other people. Yes. Congratulations. Project. Project.
Anyways, it was I was printing out the screen cap from this other retard that posted. It's like, I'm no longer supporting SpaceX and will change my support to NASA. I refuse to support any organization that hires Nazis.
Yeah, I know.
Look, all I'm going to say is this. Unfortunately for you gentlemen, if you tell me there's a space program hiring Nazis, I am probably going to look at them and go, please tell me you're named the Empire, and please tell me you're just accepting anyone who says that word.
Well, so one of the reasons why we got them and a couple other scientists, because one of those scientists including that bundle was Albert Einstein. So from these Nazis that we acquired from Germany through Project Paperclip, we were able to reverse engineer the V2 rocket and make the rockets for the Saturn V rockets. We were able to get to the fucking moon. We were also able to do the Manhattan Project and create the fucking atomic bomb.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Nazis were ahead of the game. The only problem was...
the atomic bomb that ended the World War.
Yes.
The Second World War, fuck.
Yes. That was actually because of Oppenheimer, who was a Nazi Jew who was brought over because he realized that things were not going well with the Jews on that department, and he fled. But the rest of his team, who were Nazis in themselves, also kind of jumped ship, realizing that things were not going to go so well.
There is a certain level of
Yeah. The Russians also got their collection of Nazis as well. Not all the Nazis were systematically removed, as well as in Brazil. There's an entire town of ex-German soldiers that live quite happily. Some of them were German officers who actually were part of certain things like Auschwitz and that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Some would actually think that one Adolf Hitler escaped today and lived happily.
Yeah. So in a day, the conclusion is there's a bunch of fucking poll clutches online. We already know this. We see this all the fucking time. And we got people going, oh my God, Musk bad, Trump bad. Look, I don't care if you don't like Trump or Musk, but you guys diluting words because they sound awesome
Yeah.
to you guys to push a bullshit fucking narrative and make
Mhm.
yourselves look utterly fucking stupid, continue doing it. That's what
I
lost
know.
you the
Look, please,
election
for the love
last
of
time.
God, don't educate my entertainment. Let my entertainment go, Sparky. Let them be stupid.
Look, Dragon, if you've been paying attention to the
You
to
can
this
point this out. They will still continue on.
I know they'll still just feed you more.
I
If you've been
know.
paying attention, they'll just ignore you and just keep on going.
And it's
Because that-
funnier when you do that.
Yes, it is. But
But-
my personal favorite right now is this Afghan-Anakin relationship with this tariff thing that's going on.
Look.
Before terrorists
Here's the
against
thing.
us. Before terrorists.
Look,
Before
I recently learned, apparently at some point, someone may have mentioned in Congress that they're looking at removing the taxes for everyone who makes under $150,000 a year.
Yeah, that's a great pipe dream.
Look, it's a pipe dream that let me have. All right.
Look, I'm
I
I'm not taking that away from you. I'm not trying to take it away from you. It's a good pipe dream. It could happen. We won't know until it actually does happen. But right,
because
it's the
right now
same
the
thing. Like
courts.
rumor has it that according to some out there, they've been reporting that apparently one of the actual senators have drafted together a certain new amendment that will allow a president that hasn't had consecutive terms, like 2 consecutive terms, to have another shot at the pie.
That one, I don't think
Look,
I'm for because that
look.
shouldn't be an amendment.
Not gonna say it, but that's kind of dumb.
I will call that one out. That is kind of stupid.
Look,
Because-
like I said, there's a lot of shit that's happening. I don't believe half of it that's going on until we
There-
actually see the proof in the pudding.
There are only 2 things I've heard that have
Yep.
made me personally go, please let it happen. I'm hoping
Oh, please
for it.
God, let it happen because it
Two
was
things that I've heard
as fuck.
that make me go, please, yes, is one, rumored of a $5,000 stimulus check because of all the fucking money they cut back on. And 2,
Well, I mean,
the $150,000 a year having no taxes. Everyone in that tax bracket just don't pay taxes. I'll be like,
no, I get that. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's been out there. Hell, even on my side of the fence, there's a lot of things that have happened as well.
yeah.
So it's like, wow. So Trump apparently has pissed off most of the global economy.
Oh no, you
Good.
don't
Which
say.
is whatever.
Good. Hey, you know what? Hey, that is my tax dollars going to work and my vote going to work, and
No,
that's
no.
exactly what I
That
fucking
is-
voted for.
Look,
No, I get
your
that. Like I
tax
said,
dollars are going
I
for that because if Trump gets away with it, he's not putting your tax dollars to it. He's just looking at you going, "Look, your vote made me do this."
yeah, pretty much. But it's kind of like a double-edged sword. These tariff things. Like I said, the on-again, off-again relationship of tariffs is weird.
Look, I don't look. I don't fully understand tariffs and how they
All
fucking
right,
work. All right?
So,
No, hold up. Hold the
basic.
fucking phone, Sparky.
Give him more. Go
Let me
ahead.
finish.
Right,
I don't understand how they work, and honestly,
don't care.
I don't have fucks to give.
All right, so
So-
basically,
Go ahead.
tariffs and the way Trump's using them right now is a negotiating mechanism. So
Yes.
generally, tariffs is how much of a tax that's put onto inputs from other countries. So if like Canada wants to sell us maple syrup from Canada and they put a 25% tariff on that maple syrup, that means the distributor of Canada, the government, they have to tack on another 25% to give to the United States in order to sell that product in the United States. And vice
Yes.
versa. If we want to sell something in Canada and they put on, let's say, a 250% tariff on milk, which that's been a thing for a while now.
Well,
we have
it comes
we have
with a
to pay-
caveat, though.
Yeah, we had to put on 250% on what we would pay for that milk to get it from Canada. And
Well, the reason-
basically, it's being used as a negotiating mechanism. It's not going to be
Kinda, yeah.
permanent.
No. See, the with the milk argument is kind of a weird one because you guys have a milk mafia that and your milk system is subsidized, which is a little bit different. All the other global world don't subsidize the milk, and they don't have a mafia that's based off of that, which is kind of strange. But yeah, so you can create a lot of milk at a cheaper rate, as well as you have a quota on your side to make sure that it's distributed. But if those farmers, those dairy farmers, don't meet that quota, their milk can be seized, and that's part of your American government. Things that most Americans don't know. Up here, we have a little bit of a different organization. Kind of a similar system, but a
Hey,
little bit different. The reason of why you have a milk tariff on your end that's 250%, it's based off of volume that you will never get to because you guys have a volume distribution. So here in the government of Canada, they decided to give that as if you decide to exceed that volume, you have that tariff.
So
If
hey,
you don't exceed that volume, you don't have that tariff.
So, end of the day, too, it just proves another point what everyone, especially on the right, and
Yes.
anyone who understands tariffs, has been saying. Canada cannot compete in a tariff war with us because we'd wipe them out.
Maybe.
so hey, Rogue.
Yes.
You mentioned the milk mafia, right?
Yes.
In the U.S., I figured out why.
Okay.
Apparently, globally, the U.S. is the highest level of breast milk fetish people.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
So yeah, sometimes milk that you think is actually cow milk may not be cow milk.
Might have to think twice before you buy that gallon of milk, huh?
Especially when it says it's homogenized, not really homogenized. Coming from a teeth, it's not the teeth that you're thinking. But no,
God
Well,
damn.
it's like almond milk.
Hey, you wonder why?
Have you seen the udder on an almond?
no,
Not really almond milk.
it's not really almond milk. It's basically almond juice, called milk. I've seen how the process has worked. It's weird.
Do you know why?
It's almond extract mixed with
milk.
milk.
No, it's water.
The fuck is wrong with people?
I
Have
don't
all the
know.
copper or
It's just like blended almonds and water, basically.
Well,
Yeah,
it's just like
basically
taking
extract.
tofu. It's like taking tofu, mixing it with beef broth, cooking it up, and calling it a steak.
yeah, and
Yeah. But as for the tariff war, it's not a neither side really truly wins on the consumer side of things. Yes, it's
Yeah.
usually used as negotiation or a safeguard, but outside of that, you really have to go forward with these plans. And right now, unfortunately, Trump hasn't really gone forward with his plans. The last time he did this was his first sit, and it fucked up the American steel a little bit.
Yeah, but you know
So-
what's funny? He you could say that his first run was experimentation,
It was.
and then this run is I now understand more. We're just gonna go
Push the
shoot this-
envelope.
We're just
Yeah,
shifting.
he is pushing.
We're
the
not
envelope.
going. He's like he shifted from like first gear to like let's just go straight to fifth.
Yeah, just all the way up to 11. Call it a day.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's hitting all the different markets: the EU, China, hell, South America, Mexico, and a few other different
And-
places.
And not only that, and we have seen the stock market take a dip.
Oh, dip! It's been dancing.
Yeah,
Look.
it's been dancing all over.
Look,
But-
I
but hang on.
I only
You
know
have-
about
you have-
that.
You have
This is a quarterly.
well,
True.
you have people taking screenshots of the graph markets of everything in red, and people going, "Oh my God, Trump's crashing the market."
Yeah.
Trump made the stock of this one company that's up 5,000 points drop 0.25%. He's crashing the market. It's like, guys, how about
He
you?
promised day one the prices of eggs would come down. Why aren't they down yet?
That's a different one. But anyways,
Yeah,
That's a
if
whole
you
different
look- yeah,
conversation.
that's a different. That's not stocks.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you look at the graphs, and one of them was the S&P stocks,
Yeah.
and someone was using that as a gotcha. Oh my God, look, they bottom out to the bottom, buddy. Back that out from a week
Yeah.
to 3 months, and you could see it's still above where it was January
the
1st.
only
And if you back that out 3 years,
yeah,
you
it
can
gets
see
worse.
it's still 2,000 points higher than it was 3 years ago, January 1st. So it's
No, I
like,
know,
buddy,
but
you have
the
no idea
only
what the fuck you're talking about.
yeah, well, the only market that's actually doing really good is gold.
Well, gold will always do good,
Well,
but
no,
it's like
not at
it's
this level. This is the first time that gold is skyrocketed to a point where it's almost like 1,000%. It's like so
but
anybody who has gold, congratulations, you've locked in.
yeah, but it well
I
that's what
have gold,
people have
so
been saying. Yeah, people's been saying to buy gold for years. So it's like if
I
you haven't
know.
got in at
I
this
keep
point,
saying
that's
buy
on you.
gold. Always have a little bit of gold,
But
and stay away from the Jew gold because
you,
that's
you
not gold.
But you gotta understand, like a lot of these stocks are influenced not only by the U.S. economy, it's also influenced by foreign nations.
Oh yeah, it's
So
everybody's
EU, Canada, Mexico, China, a lot
China.
of these other countries have investments in these stocks. And one of the things that happens is pumps and dumps.
Yep.
And it's a good way to manipulate the market. And it's by people who use the market all the fucking time use this because the general populace don't know no better. They're stupid and they can get away with anything. This is what the whole GameStop's pump
Mhm.
and dump happened.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love these things.
Because they figured nobody would catch on. And we could dump the stocks and then artificially inflate them up, buy them out, and then rake in a profit. The problem
yeah.
is, people caught on because, yeah, that's not usually what happens. And you have companies and you have countries that will pull out
Mhm.
temporarily. No, temporarily. They will pull out to artificially make the market look like it's crashing. And what that does is when they pull out to make it look like it's artificially crashing, other people will pull out. And when it gets to a point where a lot of people have pulled out, these companies can come back in, buy their shares in for less than what they sold them for, and then buy more of them, and then it goes up, and then they're richer. It's a
Yeah.
fucking scheme.
Yeah.
And
Stocks have
United
always been that
States
way.
people stop falling for it. Just because the market dips doesn't mean it's Trump's fault.
Mm. It's
Now,
true.
with it being up in certain markets, definitely is fucking Biden's fault because they pumped the market up to fucking make it look better than what it was. Guess what? We cut the funding off to a lot of those things like the housing markets, mortgages, and shit like that. You're gonna see that plummet fast soon. So yeah, shit's gonna happen. It's not the end of the fucking world.
Look, it's just gonna be
And
a
frankly,
fantastic week.
yeah, and
True.
frankly, we do kind of need a semi substantive market crash. We kind of do.
No, there's a lot of things that need to happen, whether
Yeah.
it be on the European side of things or even on Canada's side. There's a lot of things that needs to happen.
What we really need to do is these fuckheads that's dumping the market right now to make it look low.
Yeah.
We need to have investors over here in the United States that are watching this and snipe those fucking stocks up.
Mhm.
And fuck them.
Yeah, it would be nice.
That's what needs to happen.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of needing things to happen, since we have the Jew in the room, I could probably cover this
Please
beautiful crazy shenanigans.
Please go there. Please, Lord God, go there.
But it's fun, crazy shenanigans.
I said go there. I said go there. I didn't say stop.
I mean, it's one of those. So, Pen, you know about the X-Men? You know that Marvel's comic book.
Yeah.
So, there is a particular character who's Jewish, or at least
Uh-huh.
was retconned to be Jewish. He was like the
Uh,
biggest bad guy in the whole comic
yeah,
book.
Magneto. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So apparently, Marvel Cinematics has selected who their Magneto is going to be.
Okay.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to guess.
Please.
Hitler.
Yes. No.
No, I wish that'd be fun.
No. Guess.
Who?
And guess.
There's no guessing. I'm gonna get it wrong anyways. Who?
Well, it should have been Hitler because that's basically what Magneto was. And he wanted a purest nation of nothing but mutants and wiping out the rest of humanity. So, I mean, it matches.
So
It really does to a degree.
yes. So according to a lot of different articles, including one Screen Rant, Denzel Washington is going to
Excuse me?
be Magneto.
I'm sorry. I could have swore I heard Denzel Washington's gonna be Magneto.
Yes.
God damn, I don't even know what to say to that. That is 1 second. Let me look it up because I need to. Huh?
What does that say?
Huh.
MCU's best Magneto casting is impossible after Denzel Washington.
You know what? I want to see this work out. Part of me wants to see this work out.
I want to see this glorious trash fire.
You know what? It's gonna be a trash fire, but I want it to work. Does that make sense?
It's not.
No. It's gotta be a trash fire that works.
Now, it's going to be a trash fire. And it's going to flop.
Please, Dragon, explain.
Look, I want him. I want Denzel to be a good Magneto inside whatever cinematic movie he's in, but I want that movie to be a trash fire. But I want his character to work.
Well, the problem with the direction that they're going with this version of Charles Xavier and Magneto, they're going to try to do the Malcolm X versus Martin Luther King Jr. creation that no one really focused. They've always said that the people who are kind of left leaning in the current version of Marvel have always said that Magneto and Charles Xavier are a whitewashed version of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
You know what? I heard that
the
back
guy
in the
who
90s.
made this thing, Chris Claremont, says fucking no.
Do you know what the sad thing is? And I know the reason why they're probably doing this. So, all right. Who here wants, besides Rogue, because I know Rogue's probably already going to. Does anyone know why they are wanting to put a black man as Magneto?
Besides the normal DEI rhetoric?
Besides the normal DEI rhetoric.
I just assume they want to do it because they're stupid.
Besides that.
They want to rewrite the property.
Well, not only that.
They've been doing that for a while.
It has to do with Magneto's origins. Because Magneto's origins, he was born in 1920 into a middle-class German Jewish family.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, originally Magneto didn't have an origin like that. He was just a throwaway character that was supposed to be the ultimate bad guy, according to Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
That was wrote in 1989.
I know, but eventually, Chris Claremont got a hold of the X-Men books and decided to give certain characters a backstory, as well as kill off Jean Grey, because realistically, he didn't see the reason of why to keep Marvel Girl the way she was, because basically she was just there for the boys, and she really didn't have an actual personality. She was just that throwaway 1950s girl. So he gave both Charles Xavier and Magneto a kind of a proper heartfelt backstory of why tragedy kind of pushed them to the direction that they both went into, so that there is a divide. He never wanted them to be part of the Malcolm X or the Martin Luther King kind of thing.
The thing is, if you really think about it, he wrote them. He gave them a backstory that effectively both have trauma. One overcame it to do good. The other one just got corrupted by it.
Well, yeah. I mean, he bear witness the true nature of humans.
Yeah.
Versus, Charles he had to deal with the true abuse of his brother.
Yeah. See, Magneto and Charles was a good dichotomy for Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And it was a good dichotomy for a fictional setup in fictional politics. The problem is people want to put actual fucking politics into it, and not just leave it to the fucking end story politics.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, it's the way Martin Luther King and Malcolm X worked. There's a lot of scenarios where you can put those two in, and
you can have similarities, and you can use that as a jumping off point for a story.
Mhm.
You don't have to use race. You don't have to use that. You can use the idealistic version of it. Same thing with using the Nazis in movies.
Yeah.
You can have a type of enemy that's like Nazis. There's plenty of movies that do it up to this point. Example: The Empire in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Can I?
In a minute. In Gundam, Xeon, Nazis, space Nazis. That's kind of what they were referred to. Xeon. It's like like I said, that's actual Japanese writing. They took that and used that as an inspiration for Xeon, and they changed stuff around. The uniforms, the militaristic ways that they done stuff, and you can do that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, taking an idea and using it. But when it becomes an issue when you actually want to like slap a swastika on a fucking Xeon uniform, and then it's just say, yeah, they are actual fucking Nazis from Germany and stuff like that. It's like you're heading too close to putting involved politics into a series that's supposed to be fictional. It's okay to take their ideas and rewrite them and use them. You don't have to be literal with it, and I feel like that's what they're doing with X-Men right now. That's what they've done with a lot of. That's what they've done with a lot of media.
Pen, what are you going to say?
I was going to say also we need to stop encouraging the rewriting or modernizing of the old media. Like it's one thing that if you want to remaster it as it is, fine. But trying to bring it up for a modern day audience and having to try to recast or re-justify storylines and backgrounds and all that starts taking away the meaning behind the original content. Because now if like trying to use Denzel Washington as Magneto, saying that it's still keeping that even though that wasn't the original idea, keeping the he was from Nazi Germany, taken away from his parents. How does that work with a black man?
It's because you're going to borrow heavily from the Malcolm X storyline.
Yeah.
He's going to be a modern version of this. He'll have very little. He'll probably be from the ghetto somewhere.
But then you have to change. Right, then you have to change other elements of and you have to keep changing down the line, and it starts to whittle away from the original story, accurate, historical, or other fictional, historical, or otherwise.
No, I hear you. I see what they're trying to do. I find it fascinating, but I know it's going to be trash fire no matter how well they think they're going to pull this off. It's the same thing I have when it comes down to people who watch certain shows and say it's not woke, even though it does have woke elements. Like, for example, the normie parents who went to take their children to see Inside Out 2. By saying that, oh, it's not woke, it has no woke agenda whatsoever. Yet, there was queer coding throughout that entire movie.
Inside Out 2?
Yep.
But they did have to kind of like backtrack on some of what they wanted to do.
I agree, but again, it was still heavily queer coded.
Yeah. Well,
your main character was supposed to be gay. Her friend was supposed to be trans.
But it also goes like this, like with Snow White.
Yes.
For the fact that they wanted to cast a racially diverse individual for the cast of Snow White, you basically just destroyed the fucking movie as it was. Because that was the whole fucking point of the movie. And it comes up in the famous quote of when the fucking evil queen went to the magic mirror and went, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the
Who's the
fairest
fairest
one of
of them
all?"
all? Yeah.
And the magic mirror comes back in and it's like,
Bitch,
white
ain't you?
bitch. The white bitch.
it's like, "Feigned is beauty, majestic behold, a lovely maid I see, rags cannot hide her gentle grace. Alas, she is more fair than thee. Queen, alas, for her reveal her name. Magic mirror, lips as red as roses, hair as black as ebony, skin white as snow.
Oh,
Snow White."
yeah. So basically, the new history for this version of Snow White that's going to be coming out, she got her name because she survived a snowstorm.
Bullshit.
That's how
And from that,
that's where they're going
Was it
with it.
Elsa's blizzard when she fucking threw a tantrum and ran away from Arendelle?
I don't know. Maybe we'll never know. We'll never know. It's so my grievance comes back down to these Disney properties being redone, repackaged, and pushed up. Like we have the live action of Lilo and Stitch. Now, yes, it's getting some great fanfare comparative to the live action of Snow White.
Yesteryear. Mm-hmm.
But again, it's like I still don't trust the direction that these people are going into. Now you have some woke individuals saying that this version of Lilo and Stitch is racial. That doesn't have the right proper people playing these characters.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Did they not cast Hawaiians? Polynesians?
According to them, not dark enough.
Fuck you. Not all Polynesians are dark. Not all Africans are
Mexicans
black.
or brown, but still.
Yes.
You know, the only way I would accept a Lilo and Stitch live action is they actually got The Rock to play the agent.
That would have been nice, but no, they got some skinny black dude to actually play the
Mr.
agent.
Bubbles but Mr. Bubbles, it's fine that he's black. He needs to be buff as fuck.
I know. They made him
The
tiny.
Rock.
That would have been great. That would have been a nice selection.
It would match, because guess what? He's Polynesian.
As well as he's been busy doing another Polynesian movie that he likes more than Lilo and Stitch. That'd be Moana, the live action.
Yeah.
As well as he's kind of heading himself to WrestleMania. So there's
All right. The Rock sporting a fucking throw. Okay.
He's done it before.
That's gotta be wild as fuck.
I guess you don't remember him being in that 70s show as Rocky Johnson.
No, I don't.
Oh, I gotta find that for you. The Rock.
The only thing I watch from that 70s show is every time the parent says "dumbass."
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing to watch.
Yeah. See if here we go.
Because it reminds me of a lot of people online. Dumbass.
That is truly fair. Let's see if I could get this to do what I want it to do.
Somebody needs to take that old 70s show and clips and then splice in Clarence Bonniger from RoboCop clips into some of those scenes.
Rogue, real quick, who did the thumbnail for the one that Sparky's running on his channel?
I have no idea.
Sparky, where'd you get that?
If it's coming through Restream, then it's
it's the background what he has for the Restream. If you look,
can you send that to me?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I could send it to you.
Perfect. Thank you.
I will. Let me just deal with.
Is the artist actually going to art?
Oh my god!
Maybe. I don't know.
Artist might actually art.
Yes. So here's this scene from the 70s shows with Dwayne Johnson as his father.
There he is.
Mr. Johnson, you gave that team of midgets an ass whooping, sir.
When you pile drive a little guy, and the whole crowd turns on you. And then when you're standing there wondering what they're booing about, you get bit on the kneecaps. Look at my knees.
So there you go. He's got the fro.
God, damn, I forgot about that.
Longer hair. For Maui, it needs to be long hair.
No, I get that. I get that. But he was playing his father in this one, and his father had the short fro during the time frame. So yes, yes. So yes. So yes, he has tried the fro. He's also kind of walked in with the Jerry curl look in his Rocky Maivia days. Oh God, that was a weird moment in time.
Mhm.
Ah, wow. The things I remember. Ah, jeez.
Mhm.
I know. Memories. Anywho,
Excuse
uh,
me.
I know, right? But yeah, no. So the only way you're going to have a return to norm with creativity and in all forms of art is to stop consuming it. And yet, I know the consumers will not stop consuming it.
Nope. Look, let's be honest. You can tell people to stop, but
Yeah,
are they really going to?
we've tried this many times when it came down to gaming. Hell, even Gamergate kind of reminded people stop pre-ordering and stop consuming this shit if you wanted to stop. And yet here it is. 11 folds later, it's
Well, the thing is, too, though, it has kind of sunk in a little bit for people.
not enough because certain industries are still ongoing, pushing out the same bullshit over and over and over again.
Although recently, some industries are currently crashing.
Oh, I love that portion. I want more of that to happen. Right now, we have about 11% of the gaming industry that is in the toilet, which is awesome. I need that number to be higher.
Look, all I know is the fact that I recently learned that Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age game,
Yeah, the failure.
was put for free on both Xbox Pass and PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Funny.
Oh no, what's funnier is
Also
no one downloaded it.
Yeah, well.
And apparently the fucker behind Dragon Age, that particular Nightmare Fuel one, no longer works at EA.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, if they would have just put the character creation mechanics that Monster Hunter has right now in Dragon Age, and they cut down on a lot of the fucking external politics forced within the game, the game was sold.
Probably would have. Look, if they had the character creator of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, so basically the character creator was off the charts for the most part. It's basically you play as one of those god type characters where you have all this shit on your face.
Yeah.
Like nature shit on your face. You can turn that on and off. That wasn't the main issue for oh wait, no, that's the other game I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But regardless of the fact that the character creator was kind of not the greatest grievance. It was an issue, but it wasn't the greatest grievance. Even with the modern day version of Avowed, that's the one I'm thinking of.
All right, so when you have greater character creation for a character with a fucking me and the Wii software than you do that game, you have an issue.
Well, that was the least
Not
of its
saying they
issue.
don't.
The biggest portion of the issue is the story, the narrative. Dragon Age Veilguard it was heavily in the trans narrative, or at least the non-gender trans narrative, which made no fucking sense.
That,
And
come on,
most
guys,
people
stop pushing.
kind
Nobody
of sided
wants.
up with others, and not the main focal point, which was that dragon.
It's like, come on, guys. Nobody cares for the bullshit.
Yes,
it's Dragon Age. This is way back in the day that if you had a male going to female or a female going to male, you would have been burned at the rich at the stake as a
no,
rich.
this is a realm that has magic where you can magically turn yourself into anything. It's based off of the Dungeons. Veilguard is based off of the Dungeons and Dragons time frame, so it is kind of borrowing heavily. So we have belts of art, changing your gender, or you just fall into a trap, whatever.
Then it's not trans.
No, that's the problem there. It's like, why do we have these boob scars, the chest scars, and that in a world of magic? It makes no sense. So bringing in
your boobs got lost on the battle.
Yeah. So bringing in those visual those ideas of modern times makes no fucking sense in this element of story. Plus, trying to go down the shoehorn of I'm non-binary and just deal with it, or I pulled the barb, which okay, whatever. No one cared. It was more of a is this real? How is this a game kind of thing, as well as the other issue, the main core issue outside of the narrative was the gameplay. It was laxing a lot of things.
Yeah, what I hear a lot of was people were kind of disappointed in how like the gameplay was.
Yes, you can have your narratives as long as you have gameplay, and that makes sense and
See,
keeps you
I
in the know. But unfortunately, it just drove a lot of people away. Outside of the ones who were yelling and screaming, that's got ideology
I
bullshit.
would, I would, I would, I would have to say 25% of it was DEI. 50% of it was gameplay.
Oh yeah,
About 20% of it was character creation, and the other 5% are the ones that actually chilled on and bought that stupid fucking game.
yeah. I mean, well, the question is who actually really bought the game, because a lot of the game what was kind of taxed on for, like, if you got like a certain gaming card, you got
Yeah.
that game to add that was added into the deal for free.
That probably still no one played.
Look, when the
Right.
game first came out, a good chunk of people who probably got it for free just because
Oh
they.
yeah.
But there was more likely some of the loyal fans who got their hands on it, and unfortunately probably instantly had like buyer's regret.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's usually how that works. That's usually how that works.
Yeah.
What was the refund policy in that game?
After about 2 hours on Steam, you're able, but now Steam just kind of says if you want that refund, you should get the refund. So
Yeah, Steam's kind of been kind of fun on their refund policy lately.
that's because they've been noticing a lot of games that have been very questionable, and they've been wanting to keep their player base happy, because they
Well,
need
and
that
they're
consumer to
finally
continue
hammering
to be with them.
down. Yeah, they're finally hammering down a lot of shit that a lot of people have been calling out for years now. So
Yeah, like a certain Pirate Software who hasn't updated his game in many years, until Steam said, "Hey, if you don't put out a current update, we're gonna put a heavy notice on it, and most likely fine your game to the highest level, or take it off the actual Steam page."
Well,
And
it's like what?
a certain Pirate Software has automatically started updating his game. Interesting how that worked.
Huh.
I know.
Well, I mean, there's one mother like what is it? There's a few people who are like good examples of not being that pirate motherfucker, and then there are people who are like him, who
Yes.
not just that, but like fucking what is it? How long was Ark Survival Evolved considered early access?
Oh fuck! I think that was I'm about to say
Star
a decade
Citizen.
almost.
Well, yeah, like those survival games that are in early access and then launch DLC to come with it while they're still in early access.
Yeah, that sucker was. It's the same thing like 7 Days to Die. It took about a decade before it actually came out of early.
But
know
they
what?
were constantly still making updates to the game.
No, I know, but if you have like an early access game that also comes with DLC, is it really early access now, or is it an actual game?
or is your DLC just meant to be a part of the story?
Yeah. In this case, a lot of the DLC really wasn't meant to be part of the story. Some of it was glam, as you Final Fantasy, MMO players like to call it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Look, there is DLC and then
Altogether.
there's gimmicks.
Yes.
Now, is it free DLC or DLC you had to buy?
No, most of them were paid.
Yeah, most of them paid
a lot of
DLC.
them-
Yeah, see, that's the super thing, because you can make an argument and go, well, it's early access.
Yeah.
How do we know that this wasn't?
How about we put?
going-
Here's a good example, Sparky.
let me finish.
All right.
Let
It's
me
like-
finish.
So, it's like, how do we know on good faith belief that this wasn't just going to be a story aspect within this game, and you guys decided to go, oh, we're gonna make a DLC to get more money out of people.
That would be great if that was the
unlocked.
case.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
but-
happened a couple times.
No, I know, but more often than not, it's usually just additional looks cosmetically speaking for something that should have been in the base game. Like in this case, I'm going to say Funcom is a little bit of a different beast. The guys behind Conan Exiles, they started off as an early access game, keeping the base game as is. Any changes to the base game, you got those changes for free. But you had those cosmetic entry points. You didn't have to have those particular cosmetic looks of looking like
Well,
a Spartan or whatever, but it didn't change the base game.
well,
Some of
here's
these
one thing.
cosmetic can change the base game.
Yeah, well, here's one thing that they could do. They could do what Palworld's doing. All their fucking updates are for free. And it'd be really cool to see Steam come out and go, you can have DLC for your early access game, but it cannot be paid for, and it doesn't matter what it is. You can only have paid for DLC if it's a fully published game.
Give them time.
Yeah. Well, like,
It may
look,
happen.
like, how about we put it like this? It's Palworld has got their DLC as patches.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not even really a DLC. It's more or less they're patching in more story.
Yeah, if they came, well, they actually do have cosmetics that you can purchase or will be able to purchase on if it hasn't been already pushed out. And I don't remember if it has or not because I haven't really looked. But there was talks of having those kind of cosmetics to dress up your pal in whatever, Christmas or Halloween or whatever the actual gimmick is supposed to be. I know they added that into it. And I know they were considering to have those as cosmetical DLCs,
Yeah.
which is fine. And again, it comes back down to they kind of borrowed heavily from the Conan Exiles kind of thing, where they make changes to the base game to continue with the story or develop whatever it is, but everything else beyond that is considered cosmetical. It doesn't truly affect the game. It just affects how you want to make that character look. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in some games, they pretty much purposely chop up their game, call it early access, and then sell you the rest of the game as a DLC.
Yeah.
So,
Like, what is it? Ark could be another good example of that because they launched while still in early access. They launched paid DLC called Scorched Earth.
yeah.
Scorched Earth was supposed to be part of their actual story.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, all their paid DLC is actually their
It was supposed to be
storyline.
part of the actual game.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things that like really got like a lot of people
Bothered, happy, yeah.
their panties in a twist, especially when they like stopped updating Scorched Earth and we're like, oh, we're not doing that one anymore.
Correct.
Fun part was that had a lot of legal shenanigans behind it.
That it did.
I still love that to this day. Yes, we're going to launch DLC and then get sued by someone because it just happened to be too close to what they were working on.
Yeah. That's usually how that works.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's
And then like you got
Thank
7
you,
days to
Ro.
die.
welcome, Pen.
You got 7 days to die where like they weren't beta and all that for like a
Yeah.
while, but they were constantly updating.
Oh yeah, no, and a lot of those updates were relatively free. So
Yeah.
that's where I kind of go. I don't mind if you're updating your game, but as long as the base game
Mhm.
gets all of its material that it needs to have, you can do as many cosmetics as you want. I'm not going to squawk at it because
Right.
again, it's cosmetic. It doesn't really change the game itself. But when the cosmetic is now was meant to be part of that game aspect, whether it be narrative or whatever,
Yeah.
that now changes a lot of the aspect of what most people consider DLC,
Well, like
which is
that is an absolute like spit in your face.
yes, it is. It is.
Hakapatui.
Hatwa!
But Hawk Tui would be a very polite spit in your face. This
It
is
would be,
more of
but
a
unfortunately,
this is
she
more
fucked
like they
herself
change
over
you
with,
down and you didn't even change you down. You put the chains on yourself and just sat there and said, "Spit in my mouth, please."
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh God,
Pretty
and
much.
to think that there are markets for that. God, no, bad.
Come on, there's not only market, there's actual porn of that. So I mean, people
Yeah, no, there really
That's
is.
I was
And-
saying market as a nicer way of not having to say porn rogue. Thanks.
you could say, no, there is market, and then there's porn.
Yeah, no, there's a difference, Pen. There is a market for it, and then
Yes.
there's porn of it.
Yes, there's actual people who actually will do it on a non-porn level and still enjoy it.
I
for
don't
whatever
want.
reason.
Stop.
And then there's people in the porn level that will just pay to win.
There is actual
Stop.
hoes who aren't into it, who just sell it.
Stop.
No,
Anyways, I think we've grossed out Pen long enough.
I don't think we have. We got more to go.
I think we've hit the level of where she can actually hit before she gets further girly and starts getting all
I'm not done
squirrely.
yet.
I know, but I think we could probably end it here and then just text her secretly of all the disgusting.
No, shut up. No.
No.
And for those who
will
wish
block
to
you.
secretly text her, I will send out links to her DMs and you can DM her.
No. I will block you.
Look, Pen can block all she wants, but Pen forgets that she's in Discords with me, and some of those Discords we share, I am able to tag her.
That's a beautiful thing.
With the folder.
You could.
Because I probably have porn of that.
That would be hilarious.
Because I probably have porn of that.
Well, you walk yourself into these things easily, Pen. I love it though.
Pen, you forget I have a folder.
Pen, we can always
No, I
shove
don't
you in the
forget.
jar.
You constantly remind us of the
Yeah.
folder.
Hey, we can always just shove you in the jar.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't want to be in
So,
no,
Dragon,
Robo already has me in the
and
jar.
it probably won't be filled
Give
with
me a
mayonnaise. Just saying.
I didn't hear you over that word, Rogue. What's that?
No, I was saying give them a second while they're dealing with their banter over there. So, you are you a guy that knows the thing of Silent Hill?
I know a tinge of it. Like, look, I have a magazine. I think when Silent Hill first came out, somewhere, but I never actually played the game because unfortunately I wanted to, but I was indisposed during the time it came out.
I heard a bink, so I believe a Gemex has finally decided to air his dirty laundry. So Silent Hill, if Gemex can figure out exactly, he's black. Oh my God, he's a mouse now. So Silent Hill has, or the people of Konami, are coming out with Silent Hill F. It's based in Japan, out of all places.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
And it follows a certain story of a yokai.
A yokai?
Okay.
Yes, yokais are involved in this version of Silent Hill.
Look, that makes a little bit of sense. But at the same time, this is also, fucking our lovely fucking. This is probably like the same like Silent Hill was made by someone in Japan. I was surprised it wasn't originally.
Well, guess what? One of the actual makers of Silent Hill 2 is the face of this particular one.
Define the second one.
He's
original
part of the music
or new?
portion. He's part of the music of Silent Hill 2.
Okay. I won't lie. The music of Silent Hill 2 is not
so.
that bad.
The other thing Sparky might be interested in is an anime manga writer who wrote for this.
Okay, which one?
Oh fuck. Shit. What was it?
You can do it.
Was it My Dress Up Darling?
No. Let me find out for you.
Please tell me Redo It Healer.
No, not Redo It Healer.
Oh God, no. I will punch you, Dragon. I will fucking punch you.
But you know what?
Punch you in the throat.
Look. You might not want to hit me. All right.
Or what?
I didn't say hit you. I said I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
That still hits me. That still sets me off.
The
Well,
guy
it
is
won't set it
renowned
off.
for When They Cry series.
Never mind.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
That's even worse.
When
even
They
worse.
Cry.
That's even
So
worse.
when they cry is a manga and anime that is very gory and very brutalizing. And basically, it's an episodic series that kind of restarts every 2 or 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically just depicts the characters killing each other, torturing each other, and offing each other in the most gruesome, horrific ways possible.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah.
Spicy.
So this particular we follow the main character, who is a Japanese schoolgirl from the 1960s, because it's all based in the 1960s. But she's got a weird little secret, and we're kind of trying to figure out why it's called Silent Hill F.
Is she a homicidal maniac?
Is it a
Most people in Silent Hill are kind of in that direction. So it is a blend of psychological horror mixed with emotional storytelling in this case.
They got the
because
right person to
the
do
writing.
it.
Rogue?
So, and because of the yokai in that, there is a specific yokai that exists in this particular town that they actually mock this entire game off. It's based off of this entire town. It's almost like a ghost town. By the time of the night, there's like only one high school that's still existent in this town.
Oh wow!
But they had like a chain of schools that completely shut down after the 1970s. And they have one particular yokai that exists, or belief of a history of this particular yokai that exists in this town. He's a two-faced
Rogue?
demon. What?
Is it a trap?
No.
No, that's a secret. Is it a trap? No. All right. Oh, that's
No.
fine. Then. Hmm.
No. It's not. So it faces. She's got a dual personality.
I think I've heard of this kind of yokai before.
This particular one's a male one who has two faces.
Yeah, I think I've heard of this yokai before.
Yes. So yeah, it looks interesting. It fits every narrative in Japanese lore. Yeah, they actually they actually went to the town itself, got audio, the background noise from the town to put into the game.
There's an
I give them
example
props
of
for that.
yeah, I do too. There's an example of what the writer's done for When They Cry.
Give me a moment. Let me just do this. Stop. Let me kill that. Pull this out. Put that over there. Cool. Stop. And then give you sound in this case, because raisins. Otherwise, it. Oh God, that is. Oh, that was beautiful.
That's
the
an example.
goes right against her head, and there's a sudden, just the quiet moment, just to let you breathe for a little bit. And then she just
then they just come back and just stab.
No, I love those moments.
That was and to be honest, that was a tame.
I know. No, but again, I'm impressed with what they're going to be doing with this version of Silent Hill. I was upset that they're taking away from the actual location that Silent Hill is based around. But I'm also very intrigued because they're bringing in proper historical and real elements into this game. And unlike Ubisoft, they hired real Japanese people to make this game.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, but that's a constant stab at Ubisoft that just can never go away.
Oh God, no. I wish him the best of luck. Fuck me.
They're screwed on that department.
Oh yeah, no. So that one there, Silent Hill F, is definitely in my wish list and watch list. So yes, it is something that again I'm a fan of the original 2, in some cases 3 Silent Hill games. After that, it's just who the fuck cares. But
Look,
it feels like they're coming back to what Silent Hill was all about. Getting away from the questionable American take on it, and I guess after making a bit of money with their Silent 2 remake, which is pretty much a rehash of the original game, but told in a different way, but also leads to it kind of from the original game where James is stuck in a perpetual kind of reliving of that moment in time where he can never truly escape. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all in. I'm all
Damn.
in. I'm kind of looking forward to what they're going to do. So yeah, I've
You know,
it's been exciting. It's been
it is,
exciting.
and what's really fun is when they come back to a series and then add something new to it after like giving you new old content redone.
Mhm.
And it's like they were like, oh yeah, we were planning to actually make a new game. We just wanted to remind everyone of the game.
Yeah, it can be fun, but sometimes they fuck it up,
Yeah.
and it's no longer the actual game. Like for example, the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or remake or whatever it was called.
The 3-parter Nightmare Show. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, why? You had a really good, solid game, and you fucked up. Oh, but we wanted to retell it in a way that was more. I don't know.
Look,
They
all I
explain
know
it
is
actually.
I when I heard it was in 3, it was like they're remaking it. I was like, okay, this is first. They're going, cool. They're just gonna probably update graphics and do a few
I was
things
hoping
to
for
it.
that, but I knew they were going to do a retelling of the story, and I tested it out because they had the playable game for a while, the demo.
Yeah.
I was turned off. I was like going, I'm not sold.
I didn't get the demo. I did buy it for the PS4.
Okay.
And it should tell you, I haven't completed it yet. I can't even bring myself to beat it.
Yeah, no, that one I beat very quickly. This one I'm kind of going, I don't know.
Well, like the sequel to it, I'm not like the part 2 to it. I'm like, I haven't even looked to buy it. The only remake I want to get out of the 7 series is Crisis Core,
Mhm.
but that's only because it looks like they didn't actually remake it. They just literally updated everything to like the new graphics and everything.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really change anything. They just updated.
Mhm.
What they should have done with 7.
Yeah. Would have been nice, but here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. Oh, speaking of redoing a few things, so Kingdom Come Deliverance has got a few massive updates recently, and one of the biggest updates that they did, they kind of retconned their story a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
yes.
No.
So remember when we had Hans and the other dude that were supposed to be best friends and crossing swords with each other as an option?
Yeah.
And you look at the actual history of that particular person that Hans is crossing
Based
swords,
on.
and it turns out to be a 14-year-old boy. Well, they eliminated that particular guy's backstory and said that they placed him in the timeline of where he's 20.
Wow.
So I think they finally caught on the greatest grievance going forward of that particular game, and kind of took away the pedo card away from that the nonce card that was laid out for this particular game, and yeah, it's a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful move. The game is still questionable. People still kind of play it. It has been losing a lot of steam because it's a game that has to have a like a DLC in order for people to continue to play it because it's a one and done type game with very little chance of people going back in for a replay.
That's unfortunate.
Well, that's just the basis of the story. It doesn't matter what direction you go. You have to save the Jews from the evil Christians.
You know, as much as I'm not actually religious, I do get tired of everyone's little hype about what religion they want to be against.
Yeah, that is. But you get berated by a Muslim character saying that his religion and country is better than your religion and country, and you have to save the Jews. So, and you can't have the Muslim character die, otherwise the game ends.
But what if I want to stab the
You can't.
Muslim character?
You can't. He's the acquired character to in order for the game to be completed.
Ah.
Yes.
So once I complete the game, I can kill him.
Maybe, I don't know. I really haven't heard anybody that
That
has
tried.
said otherwise. All I know, he's like a required character for a good portion of the game.
So what I'm
completion
hearing
and,
is I should test that theory.
yeah, you might want to. I don't know. It might be
That
true. It might
requires
not.
putting money into that.
That and the ability to actually play said game because it's a long-winded fucking game.
Yeah, and I have a short fuse.
Yeah, it takes you about 4 hours to get to the actual starter of the game, and then another 20 hours to get to the Muslim character.
God damn it.
Yes.
That's too
They
long.
really wanted to pad that game out to make sure that you can't refund it.
They really make sure you actually spent time in that bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're don't play the game and refund it right away, or you're stuck with it for a very long time. Ugh, ugh. But yeah, yes. It's like I said, it's been a weird moment from your lovely leader going, I don't know, ape shit, doing all the weird shit. Our lovely, well, questionable leader doing
Look, your
being
leader is
sworn in.
just a fucking clown.
Well, a question, because our past leader, he's no longer a leader. He's done. He's gone. And we have a new person that's taken over, Mark Carney. A different clown altogether. He's part of the WEF kind of thing. He's the guy behind the climate accord and all kind of stuff like that. He's the guy that wants to make sure that we hit net zero for everybody.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
he was given the role of prime minister, well, intern as I like to call that. It gets kind of weird because he wasn't truly elected, and we're still trying to figure out exactly where his votes actually came from. Yeah, the Liberals are able to select who is supposed to be the leading figure for the Liberal Party. That party's head becomes, well, the Liberals themselves choose who's going to be the leader of that particular party, and that just happens to be Mark Carney. And 80% of Trudeau's previous cabinet is in Carney's cabinet, so nothing really changes outside of the factor of who's leading it. So,
okay,
it's going to be fun, interesting times. We have either a couple of weeks to 6 months of him being in power, and then a vote will happen. And then we'll have to see exactly which party gets sworn in as the leaders going forward for the federal government. Will it be conservative? Will it be liberals? I don't know, because now that Trudeau's gone, the tail of the tape has changed. So, yes, it's going to be fascinating. It's going to be fascinating. Then you have on your side of the fence that Doge thing is doing bangers apparently, as well as getting a lot of protesters. Fascinating how that's happening.
Look, they're not happy because it's been nuking things that are wasting money.
It's nuking a lot of things, whether it's a waste of money or not.
But still,
yeah, that's based on who thinks it's it's subjective. But
well, if it got put in place by a Democrat, it's 120% a waste of money.
Well, we'll have to wait and see exactly what else they find, if they find anything exciting from the red side. But there's a few different questionable things that you guys have from the Republican side that it's also considered a waste of money. But regardless of the fact, we'll have to wait and see, because that's an adventure that's ongoing.
It's fun.
I know. I've been having fun watching it. Like I said, I've been watching the on-again, off-again relationship with Terrace. I've been watching who wants to win the tribal leader's seat in Canada. I've been watching on which countries want to make war or make
love.
changes on who they're dealing with. It's been fun and exciting. It's been all over the place. It's been interesting. Been very interesting.
Look, all I know is whenever I hear your country, It's usually me staring at what I ask you. Who currently
what?
who's currently the biggest monkey?
Good question.
Well, that'd be Rogue since he's a monkey right now.
I know I'm a monkey man, so
Now,
I've
he's a
always
monkey
been the
man,
biggest monkey.
but at the same time, he may be the monkey man, but there are people in his political department area that are it's just a monkey house, and it's a barrel of monkeys, and I want to see who's in.
Look, it doesn't matter whereabouts you are in the global world. You're always gonna have a barrel of monkeys.
I know, but I like knowing everyone else's big monkey.
Right now we have to wait and see. At the moment, our questionable one who is
Oh yeah, that's right. You're going through the whole process of picking a new one.
we will be going. Well, right now we were gifted a new one, and we're not all happy with the new one currently.
God damn.
Yes, which is why I said Trudeau is gone. His final day was Sunday. He left. Mark Carney took over. He is the new leader of this world, of our Canadian world, and it's questionable for how long he's going to be leader. Because, like I said earlier, we either may go to an election in a couple of weeks or an election in 6 months.
Damn.
Your guess is as good as mine. But when office opens up, and I believe it opens up on Tuesday, we'll get to see exactly what happens next. Like I said, it's fun and games. It just I have
love
no idea what's
politics
happening
watching
outside of the
this.
complaints that are levied, which is fascinating. So yes. God. Jem, what have you been up to? Anything good and exciting?
Bleaching out my eyes while cleaning bathrooms. Let's see what else. Smiling again.
Ooh, that's good.
Why are you smiling?
Explanations will be probably taught to you later.
Yep. Smiling again and enjoying life. So
life is fun and exciting.
Yep.
As long as you're kicking someone in the pants.
Well, as long as someone's not kicking you in the pants.
If you're the one not being kicked in the pants, it's great. If you're the one doing the kicking, it's better.
Well, yeah.
Nah, it depends on the person kicking you and how you're related to that person.
True, but I'm not wrong at the same time.
Correct. So, I mean, the jokes have been hitting. They have been smashing since the return of Trump. It's been fascinating to watch these things. God, like, for example, this one.
Oh, it's been great watching Trump.
Doing tariffs? Damn right we are. I ain't scared of shit. Not even more expensive housing? Tariffs are off. But that will increase the trade deficit. On again. Well, what about the price of breakfast? Off in the morning, on at night. But Canada is retaliating. Off with Canada, on with China. We'll go to war with China. I don't give a f. Josh, China has nukes. No tariffs on China. In fact, we're part of China now.
What the hell? He won't be able to get a job.
President Xi, you're the snake, motherfucker. Get on.
Like I said, jokes have been bombing. They've been interesting.
God, it's like that doesn't.
The jokes are bomb.
It started off really well. I mean, honestly, I get it. Your whole nationalism is truly showing, which is fine. I mean, I'm a Canadian after all. We have our own version of nationalism, but and you get to see it traveling at every given moment. But yeah, it is what it is. But look, it's fun to see people actually doing this now. Previously, they couldn't. Now it's free reign for everybody, it seems like, and it doesn't matter whether you're on the right or the left. You're all being hit. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I love it. It's almost like we're back to norm.
No, not fully there yet, but in that direction.
But again, it's almost like we're back to norm. So we're getting there. We're getting there, people, and I'm loving it. Not like McDonald's, but more so better. The Canadian version of McDonald's, because we actually do it right. I'm loving it.
Glad someone is. Glad someone is.
Oh God. Jesus Christ. But we have hit the overtime mark. I think we should wrap this bad boy up unless you guys have something that you want to plop on the table.
Drugs, alcohol.
That's a thing. I don't know if Penn's allowed to share, because the last time Penn shared drugs and alcohol was a bad time.
For her.
Yes, we have video evidence. No, but as usual, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming along.
Remember,
for another-
kids, don't do marriage.
I know, right? Thanks for coming along for another fine edition of GNF Televisable. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was all over the place. Yes, it is Titty Twister Part 6. There's probably going to be more, as long as there's drama, as long as there's more things that we can cover or talk about. There was a lot on the table that I kind of skipped over. Fuck, I even got past the Nick Fuentes, rant of how he doesn't like women and doesn't want to be a traditional husband with a traditional wife and kids. He just doesn't like women, apparently. So yeah, apparently he's just called it out that he is gay. But it's fascinating. There's a lot more. Jesus fucking Christ, as usual. I give these motherfuckers their last rights. I hate buttons. Get the fuck out of here. Don't everybody jump at once.
Fuck off, everyone.
Yes.
Look, just don't listen to Penn. Blame her.
Hashtag blame Penn.
I mean, don't listen to me. Blame me. Don't listen to blaming me.
So we do.
I blame Pinhead for the failure of my marriage.